When we left off yesterday with Junie B, she had just picked out her perfect outfit. She had picked out those lavender overalls, which we found out lavender was kind of like purple. After that, I quick put on my lavender overalls, and then me and Philip ran to the window, and we sat down on the floor, and we waited and waited for daylight to come. The party was supposed to start at lunchtime. There was going to be a picnic before the egg hunt. That information was printed right on Lucille's fancy invitation. I read it to Mother and Daddy at breakfast. A picnic lunch will be served on the grounds before the event, I read. I smiled. I enjoy eating on the ground, I said. Mother laughed. Oh, I don't think you'll be eating on the ground, Junie B, she said. Grounds are what rich people call their lawns and gardens. I got down from the table and looked outside. Do we have grounds? I asked. Mother rolled her eyes and looked at Daddy. Heavens no, Junie B, she said. What we have is weeds and crabgrass. Daddy sucked in his cheeks at her. Weeds and crabgrass is an issue, apparently. After breakfast, I waited for it to be time to leave. It was the longest morning I ever saw. Then, finally, Daddy said it was time to go, and so I ran to the car lickety-split. Lickety-split is the grown-up word for zippity-fast. It took forever to get to Lucille's house. We drove and drove and drove. Then, whew, at last, we turned down Lucille's long driveway. Lucille's house! Lucille's house! We're finally at Lucille's house, I shouted. I leaned my nose against the window. Remember when I came here last year, Daddy, I said? Me and my friend Grace spent the night at this place, and I ate dinner and breakfast with her rich, expensive Nana. Then, oh my gosh, I saw her! I saw the rich, expensive Nana. She was standing there with Lucille's mother and Daddy and brother. They were welcoming all the cars. I opened my door and I ran to her. Well, we meet again, Nana, I hollered real happy. Then I hugged my arms around her middle and I tried to lift her up off the ground. Only she didn't even budge that good. I stepped back and looked at her. The Nana had put on a few pounds, I believe. After that, I tried to lift her again, but this time she took my arms away. Oh, dear, no, young lady. You mustn't try to pick me up, she said. You'll hurt yourself. I looked at her kind of puzzled. Yeah, only I'm not a young lady, Nana, I said. Look, see, it's me. It's Junie B. Jones. I pointed to my face. Don't you remember me, huh? I spent the night here with Lucille and Grace. Remember that, Nana? It was the time of our life, I said. The Nana looked closer at me. Then all of a sudden, drops of sweaty came on her head. She took out a tissue and dabbed herself. Oh, my. Oh, dear. Yes, I do remember now, she said. She did a little shiver. Junie B. Jones, I remember you well. I skipped around her in a circle. Today is going to be fun, right, Nana? Today I'm going to find the golden egg. Here's the rich, expensive Nana and Junie B. After I skipped, I held out my hand to do a high five. But the Nana didn't actually respond, so I just swatted her sleeve, and that's all. I think that's what she had just done. Hit her sleeve. Just then, another car drove up in the driveway. I turned around, and oh boy, it was my good friend named Shirley. Plus, after Shirley came Sheldon, and after Sheldon came Roger, and after Roger came Camille and Chenille, and Herbert and Jose and Lenny. And then all the rest of the children in room 1 came too. Only wait till you hear this. I didn't see you-know-who. I looked all around to be sure, then I crossed my fingers for good luck, and I hoped that maybe May wouldn't show up at all, because maybe she would forget that the party was today, possibly. I thought a minute. Or else maybe her daddy's car would get 4 flat tires. Or maybe his battery would go dead. Or maybe his muffler would fall off in the middle of the street. I thought some more and I did a grin. Or maybe May was playing in her backyard this morning and she bent over to tie her shoe and floof, she got carried away by a North American barn owl. I bent over and laughed out loud. Ha! Now that was a good one. Chapter 4 next week. Bye. Love ya.